Hey YouTube, this next diecast review will be on Rahal's 2017 Steak and Shake Honda. This is a very cool looking diecast I actually pulled out of my storage unit. I had this as an extra and I kind of wanted to save it for a rainy day. This happens to be a very good rainy day to review this car. And I got this one. I have a bunch of 2017 slash nice Aero Kit era IndyCar Diecast to review, so this is going to be quite something. This car is still available, believe it or not. I think my buddies over at Gutswear still have a few of these, and if there is just one floating around, this might be a car to complete the collection. I mean, Rahal cars, they're quite popular. You know, these things were sold very quickly when they were first introduced to the Speedway back in the month of May of 2017. They sold pretty quickly, and you know, still so some available, but not too much. But anyways, let's go over some of the fine details of the packaging here. So the packaging it comes with in here is the very standard 2017 packaging. It comes with an all white background with a little checker flag and a bunch of bricks on the top left hand corner, and sandwiched in between here is where a card is, and it shows you the start of the 2016 Indy 500. You can definitely tell because Hinchcliffe's on the pole. There's Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan Racing. There is the car inside the packaging there. Let's flip it over to this side. Here's all the card. You can read all the information. Verizon IndyCar series. Yep, all that good stuff. You can definitely tell that this is a 2017 car. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this car out of here and we're going to review it outside of the packaging. Now that the Rahal Steak and Shake car is out of its packaging, we can start the review on this sucker. You know, this has a very simple livery to it. This really, I mean, most of the Rahal cars in general are all very simple looking race cars. I mean, they don't put too much, you know, design into the 2017 schemes. But this one in particular just looks really, really awesome. Some cool details are amongst this. You know, this is on the 2017 Honda Aero Kit for the Indianapolis 500. It is on the oval wing configuration. As we'll do a little 360 view of this car here. You see it has the bumper guards and everything. It has the little dorsal fin that it had on there. Has the rear wing plates. Has the bumper guards. It has the little swan fin, as I like to call it. Almost looks like a an LMP2 car with the way that looks. But here we go. There's the front of the car. And here she is right here in front of you. Absolutely stunning. You know what? This is probably one of those ones where I'm like, if you see this at Gutswear, this is an easy pickup. It really is. So the main colors of the car are, it's mostly red. Mostly red on the nose, the tub, side pods, the air flicks, you know, the bumper guards, they're all colored red. Whereas you go here with the shark fin, we would call it, and the front wing where it says Maxim on there, part of the wing plates, and some of the part of the rear wing, the bumper guards, and the little winglets there, they're all colored black. And you see the car itself here has got this very faint white stripe that kind of stops at the nose and it wraps around the car, kind of expands right by where the tub is, and almost by the engine cover is, that's where it stops. Very cool. This is a very cool looking car, indeed. So anyways, you know, my personal opinions on this car. First of all, what you're seeing on camera here is definitely not what you're getting as far as color goes. It is a much more vibrant and fluorescent red than what is really being shown on the camera screen currently. But this car is beautiful. You know, I mean, the Steak and Shake cars were always awesome. I mean, I love to when Steak and Shake sponsored Graham. Granted, you know, Steak and Shake's really going under. You know, I mean, the service has disintegrated those stores. And also, Maxim's no longer around because they're a nudie magazine, and they had a party near IMS, and IMS decided not to promote it. So Steak and Shake and Maxim at the end of the year, they decided to say, "Man, we're dropping out." That's what she wrote there. It's a funny story there, but there you go. Anyways, let's see. Let's go over some little details of this car here. You know, all the different sponsors. We can read them off as soon as I show them off to you here. But you know, a lot of these guys paid up good money for this car. Graham Rahal always seems to get some really cool sponsors. Like he still has United Rentals on the cars. Steak and Shake is no longer around, obviously, with IndyCar. Got the little scoring monitor here, and of course that was reliable when it was working. It had the Verizon IndyCar Series logo, and even some sponsors on the bumper guards. Graham's really a remarkable guy. I mean, you can get anybody to sponsor him, really. I mean, he's an attractable sponsor kind of guy. And then again, you know, Graham's personality is just really awesome, and he can attract any sponsor he wanted to for the life of them. But this is a really cool looking diecast. I mean, the quality itself, you know, it's not as good as the IR18. I will personally admit that, because some parts like the winglets here, the bumper guards, it's all plastic, and you know, it really doesn't add too much to the overall die-cast of the car. Like, I love it. I love the new ones because they're all 100% die-cast metal. But what I do love about these cars right here is the precision that goes into the cutting, into the die casting for these guys. They really seem to have outdone themselves when it comes to that department. And that's why I would personally recommend at least one of these. You know, if you're an IndyCar collector, you're just kind of new into the market, you kind of want to collect some of the older stuff, I would recommend one or two Air Kit diecasts. There's a couple of them in particular that I really like and that are really out there on the market and really kind of high in demand. This is probably one of those. Very nice diecast. I mean, they did a great job with this car. Graham's a very popular guy. You know, he's always selling well in the diecast market. Definitely managed to pick one of these up. Very cool looking diecast. Anyways, that's 360 view. Here's the top. And here's the chassis. And of course, back then they did not produce production numbers. So anyways, people, comment, like, and subscribe. And this is Race Day 29 reminding you to join the fight to stop bullying. It does get better. Diecast Kid is always happy to see you.